The blue asexual gnomes are back. Hello everyone and welcome to Movie Reviews by Josh. My name is Josh Terry and I am thrilled beyond belief, or maybe not so much, to be telling you about Smurfs, The Lost Village, which is the third Smurfs film in the franchise and the first that isn't a live action movie, which I actually didn't realize as I was watching. It probably tells you about my affections for the Smurfs franchise. Once again, we kind of have ourselves with a 80s nostalgia piece. The Smurfs were one of those characters back in the 80s that I don't really remember liking a whole lot, but there's a connection. You know, it's kind of like the Chipmunks and all that kind of thing. And so once again, we have a new Smurfs movie. Like I said, it's the third one. The first couple had, you know, the Smurfs. They were CGI characters that were plugged into a live action scene. Now it's all CGI. So if that makes a difference to you, there you go. So at this point, you're probably telling me, you're saying, Josh, I'm taking the time to watch this video. I want to know, what is Smurfs The Lost Village about? Well, it's about a lost village of Smurfs. But that's all I'm going to tell you, because that's actually kind of one of the big twists, even though it's really not that mind-blowing. But anyway, back it up a little bit. Like most of the other Smurfs movies, at least from what I remember, Smurfette is kind of the center of the story, because Smurfette, she's the only female Smurf. She's also technically not a Smurf. If you remember from before, and if you don't remember before, a narrator will tell you at the beginning of Lost Village that Smurfette is actually kind of a demon spawn Smurf, pseudo-Smurf thing that was made out of clay by Gargamel, the bad guy, Gargamel's bad guy. And this time around, Smurf is struggling with her identity because, unlike the other Smurfs in the village, she is defined by her gender as opposed to being grumpy or being paternal or being clumsy, or I'm not sure if I'm confusing some of the Seven Dwarfs with the Smurfs, but give me a break here, all right? So anyway, there's kind of this identity thing that's set up, and then it's kind of tossed aside because Smurfette's out in the forest, and she comes across this other Smurf who runs off behind this wall into something called the Forbidden Forest. And it turns out that that's where this lost village of Smurfs lives. And so the whole movie is about a small band of the normal, we already know them Smurfs, trying to seek out this lost village, while Gargamel, the bad guy, is trying to capture them all and turn them into his magic Smurf potion thing. So if you are a fan of the Smurfs franchise, and I say this in all seriousness, you may notice that some of the voice actors have changed. The plot and the story in this movie, it's fine. It's there. I mean, the Smurfs movie, compared to a lot of other animation, it's a second-tier animation piece. It's still well-produced. It's still well put together. The cast is very, very notable. It has changed, though. Jonathan Winters was the Papa Smurf in the first two movies, and he's been replaced by Mandy Patinkin this time around because Jonathan Winters died. It's very sad. Anton Yelchin, that you might know from the Star Trek movies, the new ones, he also died, and so his character was replaced by Jack McBrayer, who was in 30 Rock. You may know him. Also, Katy Perry, who was a pop star, kind of doing an actress thing. That was Smurfette before. She is no longer Smurfette. Now the Smurfette is Demi Lovato, who is also a pop star, who is, I guess, kind of an actress as well. Also, there's a lot of emphasis put on the Meghan Trainor song, and Meghan Trainor plays one of the other characters, but if I tell you too much about her character, that's going to give away the big twist in the movie, so I'll just stop there. Anyway, so yeah, so lots of changes, but it's still kind of the same effect, which is that honestly what this comes down to for me, and assuming I'm speaking to the audience that I assume I'm speaking to, if you're trying to come up with a movie that you want to justify spending on, you know, several tickets to take all the kids and all that kind of thing, I don't think this would be the one to take them to. If you can get it like at a dollar movie or a rental or Redbox, something like that, or even on Netflix down the road, that's fine. I mean, it's like I say, it's not a bad movie, but in terms of justifying top dollar to take all the kids, there are better ones out there. So overall, I would give Smurfs The Lost Village 2.5 stars out of 4. Again, because I mean, it is a quality production, but it's very forgettable. There's not enough conflict to kind of drive things and keep you interested, and just doesn't quite measure up, I think, when you have the other options to choose from. As far as the rating is concerned, as you might expect, the Smurfs movie is pretty harmless. I mean, there might be a little scatological humor and things like that and some intense moments, but it's a Smurfs brand of intense, and so there's really nothing to be concerned about. So thanks again for watching. This has been Movie Reviews by Josh. Make sure to subscribe on your way out and keep your notifications on so you can see our new videos as soon as they are posted. Once again, we'd also like to thank our friends at Rockagator. And before you go, jump in the comment section and tell me who your favorite Smurf is. Mine? Table eating Smurf.